is way too much for me to handle right now. I got out of the way because Carly asked me to, because she thought she'd have a happy life with you. But she's still the mother of my children, and I'm not going to allow you to put her in any kind of danger.
She's not in any danger. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, well, I don't care what name he uses. Jerry, Mr. Craig, whatever. He put Carly through hell at the Metro Court.
I'm not defending what he did, but he's still my brother.
Okay, so that makes it okay that he shot Robin? What's his excuse? A childhood trauma?
Okay, he shot to wound Robin, okay, not to kill her. I know it was a terrible thing to do.
He sent Alan Quartermain to his death. He blew up a lobby full of people inside. Whatever name he uses, he deserves to die.
He deserves to be punished, but he doesn't deserve to die.
He can't live. I don't care whose brother he is.
You know, Rick threatened Carly's life. Tried to steal your unborn child. If it were any other man, he'd be dead. But you've tolerated Rick all these years because he's your brother. And that's what we do, Sonny. We protect our own.
Get out of the way, Carly.
Your marriage could be compromised if you let your best friend shoot your brother-in-law.
Don't do this, okay? Please don't do this.
For what it's worth, I never intended to kill Carly when I took her hostage to the Metro Court.
We can talk about this, okay?
Alan died because of him. Robin almost bled to death.
I let the other hostages help Robin. For what it's worth, I tried to let Carly go at the end because I knew Jack's love.
That doesn't mean you get to live.
Well, you may want to reconsider this, because if I die, people who you love will pay for it dearly. Believe me, I take nothing for granted, which is why I was so careful in taking insurance against this very possibility.
What kind of insurance?
We're not doing this, okay? We're not going to do this.
Mr. Morgan has asked a very legitimate question.
Just get out of the way, Carly.
Go out the back now before I change my mind. No!
What are you
need to
doing?
listen to me. You cannot kill Jax's brother.
Rick put Carly through hell. And he's still alive because he's your brother.
It's different.
I'll tell you how it's different. You didn't grow up with Rick. You didn't even know that he was alive until he moved to Port Charles. But I've known Jerry my entire life.
I don't want to hear your childhood memories. Today, in the present, your brother is a psychopath.
I know that he committed a serious crime.
Uh-huh.
I know that.
You weren't at the Metro Court when he shot Robin. Just for the hell of it. She laid there in a pool of blood. Patrick Drake wanted to treat her. He said no. So you know who had to do the surgery? Carly and Emily. And because your brother wouldn't allow medical supplies, they had to do the surgery with kitchen material. While your brother stood there smiling while everybody's, trying to get her to live. You didn't see Alan Quartermain after he had a heart attack. They hoisted him to his feet because he couldn't do it on his own. And your brother, with a smile on his face, just watching Alan stumble to the door and collapse. And then you had Lulu, young girl, scared to death with a gun to her head. And your brother treated this like a game. What do you got to say about that, Jax? And I don't want you to make any excuses about, hey, you know what? He was forced to do it. Because I'll tell you right now, you should have seen the sadistic look he had in his face while this was going on. Your brother deserves to die, especially for what he did to Carly, and I'll tell you right now, you're the one who should kill your brother.
I need to speak to Mr. Alcazar alone.
Lorenzo was shot in the head. He's suffering from brain damage and memory loss. If he's agitated in the least bit, it could cause a serious setback.
And you are?
Sky Chandler, Quartermain. I'm sure you already knew that. Just like I'm already sure you checked the hospital records to know what I just told you was the truth.
We have questions that need to be answered.
Go ahead. I'll do the best I can.
You were contracted to do a job which you failed to execute. The job was to deliver a briefcase.
A briefcase? Yeah, there was a code.
He wanted it. James Craig.
Oh, Lorenzo, that was the man that I told you about, the one at the hotel.
Yeah, he told me people would die if he didn't get it. I wanted to give it to him. You had a phone, Mr. Alcazar. A direct line to a contact with government covert operations. You assured your contact that everything was under control.
I said that. I picked up the phone and reassured the contact so I could buy more time. And after that, I coached Lorenzo on everything that he should say.
Briefcases are only concern. A valuable asset has been lost.
I thought Lorenzo's condition was going to be temporary. I was in over my head. I didn't know what or whom I was dealing with. I just was trying to protect the man that I love.
Well, that explains everything. Except for the trip you took to South America. Alone.
I can't defend what my brother did.
Then don't, Jax.
I'm asking you to leave it alone, Sonny. For Carly's sake.
I got news for you, Jax. Carly hates that bastard. She wants him to rot in hell.
Jerry's still Carly's brother-in-law. And if he dies at your hands, or Jason's, or he's forced into a corner and he has to kill one of you, what do you think that's going to do to Carly?
At least she'll be safe, right?
Look, Carly's happy with me. You know that. That's why you finally let her go. We want this marriage to last a lifetime. What do you think it's going to do to our families? To the boys? What do you think it's going to do to Carly when her best friend kills her husband's brother?
You're using our families to justify letting your brother live?
Look, whether you like it or not, we're all connected. And if you go after my brother, it's like ripples in a pond.
Hey, oh, hi, Jax.
Hi.
Surprise.
We're just wrapping up.
Oh, okay. Well, this won't take long. I just wanted to give you a brochure on that gifted program I talked to you about for Christina, so you can look at it and let me know.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, and I'm sorry I cut you short. You said something about needing legal assistance for your brother. I'd be happy to give that to you.
No, it's, You're asking Alexis to bail out that psychopath?
You really shouldn't comment on brothers who are psychopaths.
Okay, maybe your good buddy here, Jax, left out a few details. Jerry? Plastic surgery? Obviously a lot. Changed his name. He's actually Mr. Craig, the leader of the group who held us hostage at the Metro Court. That's the secret you've been keeping for Jax, that his brother is James Craig?
We're fine, okay? The boys and I are fine. He's not gonna hurt us.
How can you even say that after what this guy did? Elizabeth almost lost her baby. Robin almost died. Alan died.
I know, and I hate him as much as you do. Okay, but let someone else hunt him down and kill him. It cannot be you,
The cops
Jason.
aren't going to catch this guy. He's always 2 steps ahead of everybody.
Jax loves him.
So what? He's asking you to let a man who hurt you
No,
get away
no,
right now?
it's not like that.
Then what is it like?
Jax and I won't make it if you kill his brother.
The man who held Sam and Nicholas hostage, that's the psychopath that Jax wants you to defend.
It's true, Jerry. Jerry's had plastic surgery. He's been calling himself James Craig.
What? Huh? What? When did you find this out?
Yesterday. Jerry's still in town.
Where?
I don't know, but I've met with him.
Yeah, that's who Jax... He's protecting him.
I'm not going to turn on my brother.
All right, obviously you're in a tenuous position, but you don't want to be an accessory.
He was the
Jax.
go-between in a business deal.
Your brother blew up a hotel lobby with people inside. A pregnant woman, Elizabeth Spencer. We all know who she is. He wouldn't have blinked if we all got killed.
It was a diversion. It wasn't intended to kill anyone.
Jax, there isn't a defense in the world that can save your brother, and even if there were in good conscience, I don't think that I could prepare it.
Look, I'm sorry I asked, okay? I'm sorry for dragging you into this.
If your brother cares about you, he won't involve you.
He's already tried.
Let him disappear. For everybody's sake, Jax, do it. Do you know how hard it is for me to ask you
don't.
Please, look. Jax knows his brother did horrible things. He's eating him alive.
I don't care what he's doing to Jax.
You are my friend. You have always been there when I needed you, and I need you now, Jason.
Carly, you are asking me way too much right now.
My marriage is at stake.
If it's strong enough, it'll survive. If not, I don't know what to say.
Jason, Jax is loyal to his brother, okay? And you know that kind of loyalty because that's what's between you and me. And when that person you love does something horrible, you stand beside them anyway. And Jax is my husband, and I have to support him.
Well, I don't.
I know that you want revenge
Yeah,
for
I
Alan
do. Craig
instead.
got away from me once, and it can't happen again.
If you do this, it'll come between me and Jax forever, okay? Let him just go away. Let him disappear.
You heard him threaten me, Carly. The people I love are going to be hurt. Are you serious? I'd let him walk out of here alive. That's as far as I'd go.
Jason.
We need to talk.
Jerry was here.
He was? What did he want?
I didn't get a chance to find out. Jason showed up and pulled a gun on him. He's
okay?
fine. He's fine because I stood between your brother and Jason's gun, and I begged Jason not to hurt him.
Hey, you are not going to believe this.
Mr. Craig is Jerry Jax.
How'd you find out?
Jax came in here, right? Pleading for his brother's life. How'd you know?
I told Spin on the track Craig, and it turned out he was going towards Carly's house.
She okay?
Yeah, no, she's okay. I got there right after he did. I had a clean shot. Carly jumped right in front of him.
What'd you do?
Well, what could I do? You know, Carly said she needed to talk to me. Craig took off. I stayed to hear Carly, you know, whatever she had to say. And now I'm going to hunt Craig down, and I'm going to kill that bastard.
You've asked the same question 10 times, and each time you will get the same answer. The doctors here could do nothing else for Lorenzo. We were desperate for alternatives. So I sent him to South America with a valet to go to a clinic there.
I'm sorry we can't be of more help. I'll file my report. Someone else will decide what happens next.
Do you think he believed us?
You are wonderful. You bought us the time we need to get out of the country. I assume you're coming.
Yeah, I just have to go do a few things and then I'll be ready.
What sort of things?
Well, you're asking me to leave Port Charles for a long time. There are people that I have to see, things that I have to do.
Sky, I'm sorry, but I can't let you leave the house.
I was hiding and I saw Jerry come into our home, calling your name. And then Jason comes in right after him and sticks a gun in his face. And as bad as I wanted Jason to shoot, I jump in front of the gun and I'm screaming and begging Jason not to fire.
Thank you. I know I'm asking a lot of you.
I can't do it again.
Well, you know, Jerry knows that everyone's on to him now, so I'm sure that he'll just leave town.
Yeah, are you sure about that?
I have to believe that my brother has an ounce of humanity left. He said that he doesn't want me or my family involved, so I wouldn't be surprised if we never see Jerry again.
He stood here and threatened everyone Jason loves. And then he said he had some kind of insurance.
What do you mean, insurance?
I don't know, he didn't say. If I saved your brother and he goes out and he hurts someone that I love, I don't think I'll ever be able to forgive you.
Did Mr. Craig threaten Carly?
No, he didn't have a chance. I had a gun on him the whole time.
Was he armed?
Well, he probably had a gun, but he didn't go for it.
Probably because, you know, Carly's Jackson.
No, because I would have blown his head off. That's why.
Take it easy. Alexis seems to think that Jax can convince his brother to disappear.
Come on, this guy's always going to be a threat. I'm going to get Spinelli. Wait! Just, Sonny, we need to figure out where this guy is.
I don't want you to kill Mr. Craig right now.
I think we have white and red, yeah, so red or white.
Sweet son. We meet again.